We're live? Isn't there supposed to be a crawl, or did I forget that the new show order is I speak, and then there's a crawl? Yep. Old habits die hard, and by old habits I mean new habits learned after the old habits were thrown out the window because there was a pandemic. Hello, everybody! My name is WATTO, the Flying Space Tool, and I am your announcer for the George Lucas Talk Show tonight. Who here has ever been to a live TV show taping before? Raise your hand. This segment doesn't really work virtually. Okay, let me try to do some crowd work. You, sir, Tom Ryan, 810, for Inground Records. Inground Records, highlight that one. Inground Records. Hey, sir, where are you from? So now this is crowd work. This only goes to Inground Records. I have to wait for him to type out the response. This is virtual. Crowd works whenever Inground Records. Virginia! My apologies. Okay, what about Panda Style Bass? Let's go Panda Style Bass here. Panda Style Bass. Excuse me, you. What do you do for a living? Looking only for an answer for Panda Style Bass. This is crowd warm up. Panda Style Bass, tell me what you do as a profession. What do you do for a living? Panda Style Bass. TV stuff. How do you know when you're finished? I think virtual crowd work is a bust. Listen, this is the George Lucas Talk Show, okay? It's a live talk show with real celebrities hosted by the most famous person of all, George Lucas, okay? So what do I need from you folks? I need strong reactions in that live chat because we're going to be in an echo chamber of silence. No laughs, no applause, no gasps. So please have some hearty comments in the text. Nothing mean! And maybe throw out questions you want us to ask for our two great guests coming to the stage. I think that's enough warming up. I don't know. I hate this. My brain is broken. But those are the hashtags? Are we not going to the crawl? Yes, hashtags. There we go. Now go to the crawl. Obi-Wan Nicole B. Well, I was about to read them. Go back to...
retired filmmaker George Lucas.
Hello, I'm George Lucas, creator of Star Wars. Welcome to the George Lucas Talk Show. This is, of course, episode 2 of our new digital format. And Watto, are you there? Watto?
I'm here.
I don't know if we've lost.
People were
Watto.
saying there were tech problems. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Watto, that was... You know what I think the problem was?
What?
I think there was one very simple thing that was causing all of the problems in the opening. This is episode 2, Watto. This is episode 2, Watto.
Okay.
You have to wear your sequel hat. There you go. Now it should be smooth sailing from here on out.
I didn't realize because this is sort of like Marvel Comics renumbering, you know, wanting to get back to issue 1 for collectability. Because previously, I mean, there had been how many episodes of the live stage show, and then how many episodes of Made the R will be with you, and now it's a new number 1. Yeah.
That's right. Watto, I'm going to give you another crack at those hashtags. You were very frustrated. They put them up for you, and then they took them away, and then
it felt like Bugs Bunny was running Planet Scum this week, like it was some duck amuck shit. Hashtag Obi-Wan Nicole B. Hashtag Lab Byer Rinse. Hashtag Nailed Set. I think that exclamation point is going to ruin the hashtag. Hashtag Tim of the Simons. What's that?
Attack of the Clones.
Okay, that's sweaty. Hashtag Spielbaka. Oh, because that's a nickname in Veep.
That's right.
Okay, go back to the
one more.
Hashtag R2 Veep 2.
See, that's such a solid one that you can have a sweatier one as long as you know you have a solid one to land on.
Does it not feel like Bryson is duck-amucking me this week? Like he's being a little stinker behind the controls. There's some comedic timing here at play with when he's putting up the hashtag screen and when he's taking it away. And this comedy has WATTO as the button.
Maybe it does.
You were saying there was comedy with the timing, Watto?
Yes, I was saying that.
Thank you so much.
It's Patrick Cotnoir.
Were you the one doing this?
Thank you so much, Watto.
You were duck-amucking me?
I was duck-amucking you. I'm erasing the background around you, Watto.
I'm going to have a little flag sticking out of my pussy with a baseball and a screw. It's a screwball. Duck-amuck, which of course is canon because we watched it on a previous episode of the George Lucas talk.
That's right. Now, Patrick, your hair looks like it's growing back nicely.
Yeah, I don't like it this long now. I want it. I mean, I hate to say it. I want it to be shorter again.
Well, good thing we have a Big Lake fundraiser happening next month, right?
Yeah, we'll see if I wait that long. We'll see how tonight goes. We'll see how tonight goes.
You better, because you know what I'm hungry for? A little cupcake.
That's right. We got to wait to grow that little cupcake back.
We got to wait to grow that little cupcake back.
How are you guys?
Oh, terrible. Yes, how are you?
You know.
Fine. We should tell people, George, something you made a goal this week is you want people to go check out the IMDb page for the show.
Oh, yes. Trivia facts.
The George Lucas Talk Show is on IMDb, and so are, for people who've been with us for a little while, the Arliss limited series, the 1600 pen special, the Star Wars Day special, and you can add trivia. You can rate and review it right now. Very, very high reviews. And this is just something that you can do to pass the time, the endless time that makes up the week between shows.
But only put real trivia from the shows in. Don't put
fake trivia.
No fake stuff. Put real trivia, and I want everyone who's in the chat right now to go rate and review it. I just put it in the chat, the link to it. You can it's real easy. One click and you got it.
It's there. I know people like using Letterboxd, but you can do a lot of those same things on IMDb in terms of like rating movies and making lists and things like that, right?
Yeah.
I have a big question. IMDb has, of course, the top like 500 for movies, right? Top 250 or whatever. Is there a list of the highest rated IMDb TV shows, and how do we get them?
I don't know. Let's see.
Okay, wait, I found it.
There is a top-rated TV show.
Can I read the top 5?
Sure.
Number
You're being
1.
a real Chris Rock tonight, Watto.
Number 1, Planet Earth. Ooh. Number 2, Planet Earth. 1.
Ooh, number 3.
Number 3, Band of Brothers. The 3rd best TV show of all time.
My buddy Steve co-produced that. That's my connection to it.
Yeah.
Breaking Bad, Chernobyl, The Wire, Blue Planet 2, Our Planet 1, Cosmos, and Game of Thrones. That's the top 10. So a lot of HBO, a lot of BBC. I feel like we can get on it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it would be great if we this show rising up the ranks of IMDb.
Yes.
Yeah.
But,
So if you guys are watching,
one-
go leave reviews. Go rate the show. You know, give us a 10 out of 10. It'd be great.
I'd
while
love
you're there,
to be...
you don't.
What? No, what are you going to say?
You'd love to be what? What would you love to be, Watto?
Look, it's irrelevant. I'm just pulling a random thing out of my ass. But I feel like it would be nice to be higher rated than Band of Brothers. I have no personal stake in that. It means nothing to me in particular, but it would sort of feel like a nice symbolic victory in the abstract.
Yeah.
Well,
Can I also say,
certainly because
apparently,
I know that Steve, yes, my buddy Steve and I have always had a friendly rivalry when
Exactly.
Star Wars and ET were going back and forth.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
George, Watto, should we bring in our guests?
We got two of the biggest stars in the galaxy.
And one of the shows that I'm surprised wasn't in that top 10 because it's so popular, nailed it.
Yeah.
That's a show that everybody loves. We have Nicole Byer, and from HBO's Veep. Do we have him yet? Is he on the stream? Do we have Timothy Simons? Oh, here they are.
Tim.
Hello.
Oh my
Hello,
God.
Tim.
Hi, can you hear me?
God, yes. You thought you were going to be in your car. We can hear you, Nicole.
I can hear you. Can't
But
see you.
You can't see me.
Try to just refresh it and come back in.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's nice to see you guys
All
have
right.
the technical aspects of this nailed down.
Yes. Well, George
Nailed
is
it.
a pioneer in the field of digital filmmaking.
Can I first say, guys?
I released Star Wars decades before it was ready.
I just want to say I'm a big fan of both of your work. Hi, Nicole.
Hi,
obviously,
Tim.
George, your history as a filmaker is unparalleled. And Watto, I guess, human trafficking.
That's one of many. I wear several hats, but thank you.
Okay.
I do think I was a bit of a pioneer in that field.
Hi, Nicole.
Hi. This is I have sparkling water too. Look at us. We're fancy.
I also have sparkling water.
Yes.
Very fancy.
Look
Three
at
different kinds
us.
of containers. All right. Well, let's there's no reason why we can't start off by just treating ourselves to a little drink of sparkling water.
No, important to stay hydrated. All the cool kids have this sparkling water. All the cool kids have this sparkling water.
Now Patrick's left. I don't know what. Sometimes he leaves to go take a nap during the show.
I didn't have any sparkling water.
Right.
Can everybody see him? I love that he has a 2-liter of Coke like this is a 5th grade sleepover.
Everyone was drinking sparkling water. I wanted to get in on it. I was all out. I didn't have any.
I haven't had a 2-liter of soda in my refrigerator in years. I get cans like a civilized person who understands portion control.
Every night is a 5th grade sleepover for Patrick. He's constantly
I don't know where it
trying.
came from. And it expired in March. So I think we're all on the same page here.
Well,
Wait,
that means it doesn't. If it's been in your apartment the whole time, then it's safe. That's enough time. If there was COVID in it, it's gone.
wait. You've had soda so long it expired? Does it taste okay? Are you okay?
Portion control. I know.
Oh,
It's
okay.
I very much like the fact. I like that one of Tim's questions was, "Can everyone see Patrick?" As if he might have been imaginary.
Yeah.
Is it just me, or is that man real?
It's the question most people have.
Yeah.
Well,
Tim,
we're making.
I used to not be a part of this show, and then I got sort of bullied into being on camera, so that's why people can see me.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Now, this is very exciting because this is a bit of a TV reunion we're having tonight. I don't know whether Tim and Nicole, I don't know whether you remember that we're sort of celebrating the reunion of your episode of Hollywood Game Night.
Yes, that was truly very wild.
It was wild. I don't think people understand. I don't think the general populace understands that they actively encourage you to get drunk at 10
Yes.
They are pushing you like to have 4 drinks to get real loose.
Yep. It was pretty wild. There was one person on the show and a PA came by with booze and then water and gave that person water. And they were like, oh boy, you're giving me water. I was like, oh boy, this is fun. This is very fun. I loved it. It was a good time.
Should we show the clip, George?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, there's a clip?
Yeah, let's show the clip.
I didn't know. Did you watch it when it aired?
No.
No, me either.
George, do you want to explain something about the clip before we show it?
Oh, we don't have the rights to show clips on this, so we always have to do something to distort them so that the robots won't learn that we're stealing clips. So it might look or sound different. Patrick, I haven't even seen what it looks like. Patrick's done something to it so that we won't violate.
Your category for this bowl is green machine. Green machine. And go. God, there's so many. Dorothy Gale, Wizard of Oz. Yeah, but okay, Ogre in the animated movie. Yeah, push that ball. You gotta push it. Push it. All right. Agreed. Yes, that's correct. Push that ball. It's charades. It kind of goes like this in the desert. Cactus. Yes, correct. It's you eat it with sushi. They look like peas. Okay, real quick. They're little. Oh God, they have a. No, they're kind of like that, but they're salty. A salty pea with a nut in it. My God, how am I so bad at this? No, it's kind of. I'm doing this. No. You got 2 votes, my friend.
I can't remember what a salty pea with a nut in it is.
It was olive.
Oh, okay, yeah.
An olive.
Patrick, I think you forgot to modify that clip.
I would say that.
Oh. What did you say, Watto?
Is there a question?
No, I just want to sit in it. I want to sit in it as long as possible. I prefer that I disrupted the flow to say something that no one heard, and now we have created a reservoir of silence.
And Nicole, how much should we?
Tim, what I would say about
George,
your
I'm sorry, George. I'm very sorry, George.
George.
It's you.
Yeah, that's all right.
It's you, George.
I have an analysis of the way that you delivered that clue for olive. It's one of those things where it's like it makes sense in hindsight. Once you know that it's an olive, that description I think is very good. So it's very much like the way I released the Star Wars movies, where you show Darth Vader first, and then you show like the little boy who becomes Darth Vader. It makes sense in that order. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I think it's a very good description. But I think if you tell someone a salty pea with a nut in it, no one would ever guess olive, right? No one would ever guess olive.
Well, you just start thinking about peanuts. Even if you were clearly something other than peanuts.
Thinking about like pistachios.
Right next to each other. Yes.
George, can I ask you a question?
Sure, absolutely.
So in the first 3 movies, now that I've seen them, why didn't you focus the 3 movies on the arc of Darth Vader becoming Darth Vader? Why did we see Anakin as a kid?
Well, because once he puts on the suit, he's just Darth Vader. There's no other character growth. He's instantly Darth Vader. It's one of those things where it's like, you know, in like, it's kind of like in, you know, those teen movies where like there's like the homely girl and then she has the makeover and then she's just got it. and that's the end of the story.
Ah,
She's got
okay.
it. Her life's going on. Once Darth Vader puts that suit on, once his friend cuts his arms and legs off of him and leaves him to burn to death in a pool of molten lava, and then his other older friend, one of the older kids that he hangs out with, puts him in like a cool biker goth suit. That's the first time that I think Anakin feels beautiful. You know?
Okay.
I think
it's like Rachel Lee Cook walking down the staircase. And she's all
Yes.
that.
Yeah. It's like the story is the look in his eyes, the swagger in his walk. Like when you see in episode 4 in Star Wars, when he comes on that ship, he's just got all this attitude. He's choking people. He's yelling and he's pointing his finger at everybody. He's always like, he's gonna tell you something. You know, he's really like he's Darth Vader. He's a Karen. You know, he would ask to talk to the manager. You know what I mean? He's got that attitude right out of the gate. Yeah.
George, can I ask you a question?
Now, Nicole. Yes, Tim. Of course, you can ask a question. Yes.
How do you feel about the self-referential aspects of the most recent trilogy?
Ooh.
You weren't involved. I don't know if you signed an NDA. How do you feel about those?
All I signed was the check for billions of dollars.
George, they had you sign the check?
No, I can say what I want. I know when I deposit the check,
the back of
my bank,
you sign the back of the check.
Patrick, you sign the back of the check, Patrick. You understand?
Yeah, I got it, George. Thank you.
Patrick thinks he's gonna call. Patrick is gonna call the billionaire out on how banking works.
Yeah.
No, I saw those movies and they're very fun. Look, they're very fun. I won't deny they're fun, but that's just not what happened. You know what I mean?
It's not real. It's fanfic.
Those are just movies. Whereas the Star Wars movies I made, that's what really happened a long time ago.
That's the real story.
I get that they're having fun with it, and you know, God bless them. You know, they're having fun telling stories. But they're basically playing with the toys. You know what I mean? Like I made the toys.
They're like Quentin Tarantino movies. They're like, oh, what if I made a point of changing the way history actually happened? You know?
Right.
For example, they don't fly now.
They don't.
That doesn't happen. They don't.
Who doesn't fly?
They don't fly now.
They don't fly.
They fly now. Remember that was a joke in the most recent one that they say they fly now. They fly now. They fly now. And that was
and they're referring
to the droids?
The Star Troopers.
Stormtroopers. Stormtroopers.
Star Troopers?
Yeah.
What are they? Star Troop. Storms.
No, Star Wars. The wars are Star. The troopers
the troopers are Storms.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why didn't you call it Storm Wars?
Yeah, Storm Wars.
Why didn't you call it Storm
Wars? The war is about the stars. It's not
Star Wars, Star Troopers.
The wars are about stars. The trooping is for storming.
Also, did you get your jacket from Michael Jackson? Do you wear this?
Great question.
Every episode, every show?
Great question. This is I'll give you the history of this jacket.
Okay.
As true as I can tell it. Well, for my show in New York at the Upright Citizens Brigade Theater, that building is now vacant. It's just nothing but bugs and rats in there now. And so my Howard the Duck crew jacket.
What's changed
was what I would wear in every show.
Theater?
Wait a second. It took him an extra couple of seconds, but it was worth it. Can I tell you what the math I was trying to do in my head? I was working on the opposite angle, which is George says there are only bugs and rats in there now, and then I was going to say something like, and Alan Starzinski. Like I was going to name a specific person.
It's a very insider joke.
Very insider. Yeah, also, he made the LA move, so it doesn't really work anymore.
But that's why I get to go on shows like Hollywood Game Night and Watto. You're like a niche commodity.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I appeal to the masses, which is what I can. Mass appeal.
Tim, how much of Veep was improvised? Did you guys just you guys just had so much fun making up things all the time?
And did you laugh a lot while you were filming?
Did you laugh? I bet you must have. It's so funny. You must have had a lot of fun laughing and joking and making it up.
How could you even say the line?
Who was the biggest
'Cause I
prankster?
know how they do it. Yeah,
Who played
is it like Curb? I know how they do Curb. But was Veep like Curb? Would you do it like Curb? They give you an outline and then they just say things about how tall
George
you are.
is really
You're just
interested.
cracking
Oh.
up.
You know what's funny is, well, I mean, we was such a family.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
And in that family,
And
who would
in
you
a way,
say is
Veep
like
like
the funny uncle.
yeah.
I actually will say
And
we
it's almost
took it.
like the Veep. It's almost like the Veep was a character in the show.
Yeah, right.
The Veep.
It's almost like the Veep was a character.
Does anybody have any more questions about Hollywood Game Night before we move on? Only because that was a bonding experience for Nicole and I.
Yeah,
I think we were
You
both
guys
we were
had a
somewhat
great-
haunted by it.
Yeah, it
You
was
had
funny.
such a great connection.
Yeah. Also, I'm like competitive and I love games. So like I truly had a delightful time. There was a bit where this lady, somebody, like one of the actors on our team had to wear like headphones and then she had to like act things out. And the actor she picked, I was like, I don't know if this is going to be good. And then that actor didn't understand the point of the game. It was very funny. I loved it. And Jane Lynch, what a treat. She comes
I
in.
mean, she's a treat.
and
Hey,
she's so
Nicole?
funny.
Nicole, I think Watto has a question.
Oh, what?
Oh,
Sorry.
I didn't notice that hand. Okay,
Yeah,
I call on you, Watto.
Oh, thank you very much, Nicole. I have a question about Hollywood Game Night.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
How much of it was improvised? And also, were you guys just laughing the whole time on set?
Who played
I mean,
Frank? Who played
Who
Frank?
did that?
Right.
Were you
Watto,
just laughing?
Watto, something fell off your couch.
Yes, it was me. I fell off my couch.
Oh, you got a little
Now,
Watto?
Hollywood Game Night is still running. Is it on Peacock now?
I think it's on Peacock.
It's probably on
Is it?
Peacock.
Are they doing new episodes on Peacock, or
I don't know.
Patrick? Can you look this up? I need to know this information.
We looked
Hollywood
this
Game
up a
Night's
couple of weeks ago. I think it's still happening.
Right.
Peacock.
Woman-
And here's an interesting fact: despite its popularity now, Hollywood Game Night was never on Herald Night.
No, Hollywood Game. This is a very insider show.
Well, why
You
not?
mentioned
Why not?
Harold Knight and Alan Starzinski.
You have to. You have to.
Do the
Yes.
people watching know?
Is this only for New York UCB
Yeah.
401 students? Is this
Oh,
the
this
only?
is-
Is that the entire
Yeah,
audience?
if you-
This
Oh,
is so
it's-
funny. Somebody in the comments named all four
No,
Herald
I never-
teams that I was on.
Wow.
Fucking humble brag! I was on 4 Herald
So
teams.
funny.
But I didn't get cut after my first one.
I never. I George Lucas never made it past 301. I was bumping on 301. I was in my head about about game.
George,
Um,
who did you have again?
now-
Feature.
What I
Who's
had Will Hines for 201 and Kevin Hines for 301.
Okay.
Now, how quickly? Look at how quickly there. You said ogre, and Nicole, you didn't miss a beat before you said Shrek. Now I realize it's maybe more impressive because we sped it up.
Mm-hmm.
That it seemed like there was no time. But I think you guys made a great team.
Thank you.
You agree?
Tim was really great at getting clues out there, and I love guessing.
Yeah.
I love Jeopardy.
Someone in the chat is asking what the call sheet was like. Do you guys remember what number you were on the call sheet?
Who was higher on the call sheet on Hollywood Game Night?
Oh, absolutely, Tim. Tim was higher on the call sheet.
Well, I assume both of you have it framed on the walls. Can you go grab it and we can consult?
I'll go back and look through the emails.
Tim, is that what,
let's
is that
see
what
if
I
I can
see on
find
the
the
wall
email.
behind you? That is on the wall behind Tim. That's your
Hollywood
right
Game
there.
Night.
copy of the call
It's
sheet.
framed.
Isn't that
Hold
not
on 1 second. It's a framed Hollywood Game Night call sheet. Let me go look.
Yeah. I think it probably has parking instructions.
Look at this
on
guy.
the
Look at
back.
how he look. Can this guy go along with a bit? Nicole, look at him go along
I was
with a
higher
bit.
on the
This is
call
impressive.
sheet. It was me.
You were higher.
I was higher.
Oh my.
Wait, you actually have the call sheet?
No, I was doing a bit that was the call sheet.
Oh.
But it wasn't.
Oh, because I wasn't looking anymore because I found the email.
Oh, you did.
Oh,
Oh,
dang.
good.
Big.
All
This is
right.
big.
But
Here we
they
go.
didn't send. Let's see, contract.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's no call sheet.
Oh.
Still,
don't
that's
think
an
so.
exclusive. No other talk show has that. Hollywood
Yeah.
Game Night operates without a call sheet.
Yeah.
The woman that
So
we were
Nicole, to
playing
answer your
for,
question,
like the woman that we were playing for, we didn't do a very good job in the final round, and she was furious. at
Yeah.
us. She was livid.
really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
What did,
Oh wait, I found
she
the
say
call
anything?
sheet.
Oh, you did.
Oh, here we go.
they do have the call.
Let's do
Okay.
them in order. Let's do them all in order.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah.
Screenshot. Nope, this is just so there is no real call sheet. It just tells you what time you're supposed to arrive.
Okay.
What time?
And 10 a.m. So I got a car service from LAX because I had flown back from somewhere.
Wow.
Then
Listen to all these humble brags. I was on a plane from Milan so early.
it was probably from the middle of nowhere, like Arkansas.
Yeah.
You know, comedy lets you go to some of the places you've never ever wanted to be.
But I think if nobody was number
You
one,
have
I
to
think you're
go-
all number one.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think that's what spoken like a true producer.
True talent booker. Yep.
Although Jane
Now,
Lynch
Nicole,
was
to
probably
go-
number one.
Yes. Yes.
To circle back, Nicole, to your question. So I would wear the Howard the Duck crew jacket for our
Yes.
live in theater shows. But then the plague came to America, and I found myself stranded here at Skywalker Ranch.
Mhm.
Now, I don't, I've got a bunch of stuff here. I got lots of stuff, but I was like,
Mansion.
I
It's your ranch.
don't, it's a ranch. It's huge. And so I'm going through and I'm like, the Howard the Duck crew jacket was so stylish and it had a certain flair to it. And I looked around, I thought, what would be the perfect thing for me to wear of the things I had here? I had my pick of the litter. I could choose anything. So I chose this child size, authentic replica Michael Jackson Beat It jacket, which was manufactured during the year that the album Thriller was a big success. I believe they manufactured Beat It jacket and a Thriller jacket. The Thriller is the one with the black piping that sort of goes vertically down each side, kind of juts out. But I was always a fan because I like these zippers and I like the metallic kind of shoulder highlights. And what better costume could I have chosen for this?
I think it's perfect. I think it looks fantastic.
And there is a Lucas connection because, of course, I produced Captain EO, which starred Michael Jackson.
What is Captain EO?
Oh.
You don't know what Captain EO is, Nicole. It was a 3D
No, I don't even know
film
what
directed
Howard
by-
the Duck is, and I feel like you talk about it a lot.
Yeah.
And stuff.
I love it. He's a horny duck, and he's a Marvel superhero.
Nicole, you would love Howard the Duck. I want you to watch Howard the Duck.
Nicole, I don't know. I don't know that there is a George Lucas movie that you would enjoy more than Howard the Duck. I will say this: Captain EO was a 3D film made by my buddy Francis.
McDormand?
Not Francis Ford Coppola, my mentor, and then later he worked for me. And it was a 3D film that used to play in the Disney theme parks, and it's kind of like Star Wars.
Yes. Yes. Well, no, it was Hollywood.
I'm sorry, I won't let you finish this story.
Can we put up some images of what Captain EO not clips? We can't play clips. Just so Nicole can get an idea of the look of Captain EO.
Yeah.
Nicole,
it
it was replaced by Honey, I Shrunk the Audience. It was in that theater at Disney.
Oh, I've only been to Disney World twice, and I hated it both times.
How old were you when you went?
Once I was like 6 or 7, and I truly, I've never seen that before in my life. I truly just didn't understand why anyone would want to be locked into this place where you had to buy expensive water. And then I was like in 7th grade, and I was like, it's too hot, and there's too many ugly families here. I don't know why we drove all the way from New Jersey to see these ugly people. So yeah, Disney's not for me.
Well, you know what they say now, Nicole? You know what they say at the Disney theme parks now?
What?
They say, welcome home.
Why?
Welcome home.
I don't live there.
They say it. Everyone who works there, they turn to you. They're wearing a mask, which is very responsible. They turn to you in a mask and they say, welcome home.
How awful.
That's their new commercial to try to get people to go into the theme parks during the plague, is they say, welcome home.
I
They're
wouldn't go to
trying-
Disney
it's
with
very
no
clever.
plague.
It's very clever marketing because you really should be sheltering in place. So what better way to get people to go to the theme park than by telling them you live here? This is your home. Makes you think like you're being responsible.
That should be the deal. The deal should be if you want to go to Disney World, you have to stay there for 9 months.
What,
In a bubble. You can't leave. That's
that
my
would
vote.
sell
You can
out.
go if you missed it so much.
Sell out so fast.
Yes.
I just want to bump in and say Disney, it's a great company. All their employees really love working there and have no problem with anything that they're doing.
Welcome
Why
home.
would you say that?
Patrick works
just
for
feel like I need to say
Disney.
I'm sure a lot of their employees have a huge problem that they've been forced back to work and it's either quit or not have a job. It's bad. It's bad. Why do they do it? It's bad.
Thank you.
This
But I want
rat
Nicole.
has an amusement park
Matching
and
our
is
donation.
making people put their health at risk to see a rat.
Nicole, you have
Oh,
a book.
Patrick left.
You have a
Patrick
big-
left.
It's time to promote Nicole's book. All right? It's time to sell the book. All right?
Let's sell the book, Watto.
Why
Yeah,
don't we
wait,
sell the
where's
book?
my book?
No, wrong book, Watto. Wrong book.
Wrong book.
Wait,
Wrong
where's
book.
my book?
Owns one book.
I'm gonna find my book.
What?
All right. Now, this is the thing. This is not a fundraiser. Sometimes we do fundraisers. There you go. You have a book too. What's your book? It's called Rad. Well, I think this book's rad too. So you're quite in theme here.
Okay.
And the book is called hashtag very fat, hashtag very brave. Do you say the hashtag part, Nicole?
You can. You don't have to. It doesn't matter. It's just a fun time. It's a picture
very fun
book. Thank you.
Picture book.
There's,
But
I
it's
mean,
got
there's
lots of
some
jokes. It's
words.
full of jokes, full of
Yes.
pictures. Yes. It's a very funny book. And I would say it's an inspirational and very funny book. Your jokes are great. The photos are great. Everybody out there, if you want a book, this is the book to order. You can order it right now. You can order it from, what I just heard there's a website that people can order from, because I know some people don't like to order from Amazon.
Yeah, you can order
And
from.
I think there's a thing, is it called Bookshop? Bookshop.com or bookstore.com?
Google's a friend. Google will tell you a great place to order from.
Can I jump in here just as the younger brother of an indie bookstore owner?
Yes.
I think most independent bookstores I think they see the biggest profits from either buying it in their store or buying it from their website. But bookshop.com, I believe it's bookshop.com or bookshop.org. Actually,
bookshop.org. Bookshop.org.
Bookshop.
Tim, what is your who owns the bookstore?
My older
Who is
sister
it that
owns a bookstore.
that you know?
Yeah, her name is Lacey Simons. She owns a bookstore called Hello Books in Rockland, Maine.
What's the bookstore?
And if you buy it through like Hello Books on bookshop.org, then some of that will go to an independent bookstore owner. Or just do the one in your neighborhood. If you're in LA, do Skylight.
Timmy, let's make this happen. Everyone go to bookshop.org, go to Hello Books, and order Nicole's book.
Yes, order it that way.
And order it that way. And then you support an indie bookstore at the same time. Don't buy it through Amazon.
No.
They're doing fine.
Technically, I'm not supposed to say that, but.
Oh, of course not. Of course not. But I'll say it. Just, order from an indie place.
Yes. Also, that counts during New York Times bestsellers. It doesn't count on Amazon. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Oh, boy. I don't know what
Nicole,
does this live anywhere?
There's no
Disney and Amazon. You're never going to get another job. This is
No,
great.
I'm not. This is awful. What have I done? I've ruined my career.
Nicole,
boy, I'm a fucking idiot.
Nicole, there's a reason that we Nicole, listen to me. Nicole, there is a reason that we front load this episode with alienatingly specific New York City improv trivia. It is to ensure we weed out anybody. They're gone. Anyone who'd ever caused you a problem left 10 minutes into this.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I love Amazon. I love Disney. I just want to say that on the record. They're two companies.
They are.
If you want to support Amazon, go to IMDb and rate the George Lucas Talk Show on IMDb. That's one great way you can support Amazon is going to IMDb because they own it, right?
I think so.
Yes. They
They
are
control
GG.
everyone's. Hey, here's a fun thing. Do you guys ever use the IMDb star meter?
Sometimes I check my star meter just to be like, where am I in the world?
Tim, do you ever do that? You ever go and check your star meter ranking?
Seen it every once in a while. I think the last time I looked was like 3 or 4 years ago. It was never good news.
This is
so
a fun
I
segment
stopped
we should
looking.
do now because this is like this is a
Let's
real.
take a look.
This is a genuine Star War. This is a Star War we're gonna have. We're gonna have a star meter war right now.
Okay.
I got my George Lucas. I am up 328 this week.
Oh, congratulations.
180 people a month. And I'm up 645 for the year.
Wow.
Okay.
Lucas.
Nicole,
What's
You want to know my rank?
Yeah, what is yours, George?
What?
Well, I should wait till I give them a chance to look up their
Oh, am I
Okay,
looking
I'm
at mine?
looking
their
now.
ranking.
I can
Oh.
get your. I have yours, Tim.
You know how to do it, Tim?
Okay.
I have
Yeah, everyone
Nicole
look up
here.
your own.
Okay, I'll read.
You've
You guys
Patrick-
fine with us reading them?
Yeah.
sure.
Okay, Tim, your
you
number
fine?
is 7,395.
Okay.
That's good.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's good.
Do you want to read Nicole's
Top
one?
10,000. Top
Yeah.
10,000.
Nicole's number is 9,288.
Hell
we're,
yeah.
we're both in the top 10,000.
Yes.
I want to say mine is 129,073.
Now, irrelevant.
Okay.
Irrelevant. Don't waste the airtime. Now, wait a second. Here's the thing I want to take note of, okay?
Yes.
So, George, you have your page pulled up. Patrick, you
Got
still
mine.
have Tim's page?
Yeah.
Okay, so click on, like, the star meter for more info, and then go, like, all, where it says what span of time you want to look at. So we can see what the all-time high ranking is.
Ooh.
Like for example, I can say, Nicole, your all-time highest rank between January 28th and March 25th of 2018,
Uh-huh.
you are 808.
Wow.
Wow. Oh, that was probably when Nailed It
Whoa.
premiered.
I can give you the bumps. It was Nailed It premiering. It was you on Conan, Star versus the Forces of Evil, RuPaul's
Oh.
Drag Race All-Stars Edition.
Oh.
You were popping.
Tim's high was 1,426.
Whoa.
Okay.
And it was because of Veep season 7, episode 4 through episode 7, The Hustle, an episode of Colbert, an episode of Corden, and extracurricular activities.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Now, Nicole, my current ranking is 2,877.
Uh-huh.
But I will say this. I've been my peak. I was in the top 10 back when Phantom Menace came out. And I popped
Okay.
into the top 10. I think I can tell where those other two were. They were Attack of the Clones and then Revenge of the Sith. And then I fell out of the top 10. And it's been a kind of a downhill thing. In 2018, you were way above me in the star meter. So
Mm-hmm.
and I think you will be again. I think you will be again. We're sort of orbiting the same. We're doing a little dance. Like right now, I'm up a little, but it won't be long. It won't be
Mhm.
long.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Just
George,
know that
do you think you're ever going to make another movie again?
Great
I
question.
don't know. Maybe I might. I might.
Oh.
I might make
No,
one tomorrow. I might make one tonight. You know.
Oh.
Nicole, George is constantly saying that he's going to make more movies and never let anyone see them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So just
I
like
make secret movies.
private
We're waiting.
movies.
I mean, I'm
Oh,
his
that makes me sound
closest
dirty.
friend,
I like that.
so I don't know who he's showing them to if not me.
Nobody. I show them to myself. Dance like no one's watching. Make movies like no one's watching. The movies
Yes.
you're making. Right?
So Nicole, you just finished your season of Newcomers, where you did
Yeah.
all the you watched all Star Wars.
You watched it
Yeah.
all.
Watch them all.
What
So
were the peaks and the valleys? What were the highs and the lows?
the highs were I love Darth Vader. I love Jar Jar Binks.
Mhm.
The lows were this franchise doesn't give a fuck about people. They just kill off people you like.
Mm.
And I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but there's a lot of people who die that you're like, hey now, hold on. This is sad.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
those are the
I mean-
highs and lows.
Good answer.
Oh, thank
you
you. If
watch
it was
them-
bad, would you have said it was bad?
No way to find out.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Did you watch them in the order that they came out, or the order that they like 1 to 9?
No, I watched 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3,
Okay.
7, 8, 9, and then we watched Solo, Rogue One, and I think that's it, right? Those are the only other two standalones.
Holiday special.
Oh, the holiday special is a true delight. What a dream! The Ewok movies are trash. I don't understand why they were made. Really horrific. Oh my god!
I thought you liked the Ewoks. They're cute little guys.
I like the Ewoks, but the movie was unnecessary.
Now, if you want to spend some more time,
I'll tell you why they got made. You guys want a little dose of reality, a little dose of that truth. That truth.
Here we go.
Yes,
money, baby.
I want to know.
Everybody wanted that money, that sweet, sweet Disney money. That's fucking think about that.
Paid for a lot of scholarships for those teddy bears. You know what I mean?
Guess what? That's what really makes the decisions. Exactly. Watto's got that.
You listen to NPR and they say,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The end of an NPR show is a place.
Dang, how does everyone have money?
By the George
I don't have any money.
I don't, buddy.
Where's my money?
I gave all my. I don't have a dime out here. Why would it?
All I have is
my money's in
I have a checkbook.
That's where my money is.
I have a checkbook.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
How does everyone just have money laying around?
Oh, Nicole, maybe you can explain to Patrick what you just held up.
Oh, it's a checkbook.
He doesn't understand.
So you sign the back of it, and that's how you can deposit your checks.
This is not fair.
Do you only get paid on Venmo?
No, I get paid direct deposit. Disney does direct deposit.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah.
Tim,
what's your favorite Star Wars movie, Tim?
What's my
favorite
Star Wars
movie? Yeah. You had to pick.
I mean, I guess, I don't know. I think Empire. I guess Empire.
Okay.
Empire is a recently finished TV series on Fox about Lucius Lyon.
But it's canon. I thought it was canon.
Oh, you're thinking of The Empire Strikes Back. You're thinking of Empire Strikes Back.
I thought the show
Empire, the TV show, is part of the canon.
I thought that was part of the canon.
Oh, is it just legend?
That's a legend. Not. The story and Lucius Lyon, he was a legend, and so was Cookie Lyon. They were legends of music.
I didn't mind the Mandalorian. I wasn't gonna watch it, and then when the thing happened, this thing, I actually did think it was pretty good. But yeah, there you go. I was like, I'm not gonna watch another Star Wars thing. I don't want to do it, and I enjoyed it.
I only watched 3 episodes.
I love it when people say that. I'm not ever watching Star Wars thing again, especially when a dude says it. That's just
does that get things. You off, George? Does that make you horny, George?
Yeah. Yes, not a lot of things do. I'll tell you, Nicole, not a lot of things do. I get real horny when I hear a dude say, "I'm never watching a Star Wars again. It's the last one."
I didn't say it like that. I think I just I found myself just not. I just found myself like it didn't bring I didn't bring anger. It just didn't bring. I didn't think it would bring any joy.
You thought you were all grown up, and you thought I've seen enough Star Wars. And then someone came up to you and said, "Hey Tim, how about another Star Wars?" And you're like, "Okay." You love Star Wars stuff. I got you. You're never gonna stop watching Star Wars stuff, Tim.
No.
You're on the hook.
You're a grown man watching Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
But Baby Yoda's so cute.
Baby Yoda was.
Oh, I squealed every time Baby Yoda was on the screen, which sounds horny, but like I mean, squeal in a way where I was like, "Ooh, yay!
Ooh, yay!"
Yes, just like that.
Tim, when you were on Veep, when you were on Veep, did you have one of the running sort of jokes involving your characters that people would say unkind things about your character? And did you have a favorite bad nickname that someone gave you?
You want to just Google that one?
Let's go ahead. Let's play one of our
Wait,
I have a
I'm
favorite
sorry.
name
I have a
that you-
question for Tim.
Yeah, Tim.
Tim, who is the biggest cut up on set? Like, who just had you busting up every day? Like, you couldn't even finish a take because they're so funny.
This is not a serious answer to that question, but one thing that I will say is that I don't like pranks, and I'm glad that we didn't have any pranksters. I'm not a big prank guy.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I don't think I'd ever really enjoy being on set with a prankster. You know what I mean?
That is why you turn down roles in all three Oceans movies, right?
What?
You turned down roles in all of the Oceans movies for that reason.
I did. I got cast as Danny Ocean's brother in Ocean's 12, and I asked if they were going to be pranks, and they said, we can't guarantee there won't be. Yeah. Although they wouldn't be sanctioned by the studio. George, what were you going to say?
I want you to make a promise to me. Will you make a promise here on the stream?
I'll make, yes.
What you just said a moment ago, where you gave a little speech about how you don't like pranks, you don't like pranksters. If you ever book a role in any kind of production with George Clooney, will you stand up and make this speech at the table read?
No, absolutely not. When the prank happens, I'll be like, wow, that was a good one. Please give me pranks.
That's a guarantee that you'll get the best prank. If you stand up on day one and you say, I don't want any pranks, you can be the real vice principal, you know? You'll get the best pranks, Sam.
I have a question for Watto, George, and Patrick. Maybe Tim knows this. Who's Vlad? I've been reading the comments because I enjoy the comments. But who's Vlad? Everyone misses Vlad.
Okay, so last week we wanted to dance, and we felt the urge to dance. It overcame us.
We wanted to celebrate because last week was the first of our short episodes, and I made it a goal that I wanted the episode to be at least 1 minute longer than The Irishman.
Oh no!
And
it's a long movie.
That goal, but it's not a long episode of this show. You know, we've done episodes of this show that have lasted 13 hours. You know, don't worry. You can leave whenever you want. You can leave whenever you want. This isn't like this isn't like yes. So we wanted to dance and celebrate when we beat The Irishman with our short episode. And so we Googled public domain music to see what we could celebrate to. And the very first result was a composer name. What was the last name? It was Vlad
Glushenko.
Vlad Glushenko. And not only did we dance to his music, we had everyone comment on his Instagram. George Lucas sent me. Which I don't know if Vlad was able to fully process what happened.
Poor Vlad.
He just had dozens of people saying George Lucas sent me. Suddenly, one of his posts was slightly more popular. And so people were very excited to hear some more Vlad music. And it was very fun to dance to Vlad's music.
Yeah.
Patrick, how would you describe the genre of music?
It was a dancey pop, but very much public domain, very much royalty free.
Yeah, I describe it as like a Vladcore.
Vladcore.
I'd say Vlad pop. Vlad pop.
Yeah.
Vlad pop. Yeah.
Okay. So wait, so it's just Vlad on Instagram? I gotta see who this person is.
Vlad. Yeah, I'll find it. Hang on one sec.
Hold on. I followed him too.
Because he has not responded, right? He has not weighed in since suddenly hundreds of people started following him and claiming that George Lucas sent them. Vlad is on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just a little Instagram sample.
Yeah.
Tim, I'm not even going to bother phrasing it as a question. One of your insults had a Star Wars reference in it.
Oh, what was it?
You don't even remember. So you forget your lines as soon as you're done.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I mean, this wasn't even, it was a line that was spoken about you. So it was like maybe a cue line. Let's see if you can pick it out from this heavily distorted version of a clip from your critically acclaimed HBO original series, Veep.
At this moment in time, recall the action, nor the document. Okay, maybe this will jog your memory. We have some extracts. J-Rock, Dizzy Gillespie, Jack and the Giant Jackoff, Galen, Tinkerball's Wadzilla, One Erection. Do we have to go through all of these? I'm not sure that I see the relevance. The witnesses claim they held their former colleague in high regard, and I am attempting to prove otherwise. Okay, yeah, sure, no, you can proceed. The Pointless Giant, the 60-foot Virgin, Chimpanzee, Jonah Ono, Hagrid's Nutsack, Scrotum Pole, Transgender Formers, 12 Years a Slave to Jerking Off, Benedict Come in His Own Hand, Guy Scraper, The Cloud Botherer, Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious Dick Cheese, Teenage Mutant Ninja Asshole, Spewbacca. My college friends called me, Tall McCartney.
Spewbacca. I had forgotten about that one. Spewbacca. Not one of the most popular of that run. of that particular run, I feel like the Benedict Come in His Own Hand was a popular one. The Cloud Botherer was a popular one.
Yeah.
Those were sort of the standouts that I remember. So Spewbacca doesn't come up a lot.
It's kind of, it's the button. It's
Right.
the end of it. Yes, kind of in a way.
It was that was the blow. That was the blow.
That was the blow.
That was a good episode, George. They had some good guest stars playing off-screen lawyers in that episode, didn't they, George?
They did have some great off-screen lawyers.
Yeah, yeah.
It's. I mean, when I watched the episode, I thought this is not only a good episode to watch because all of the actors that you see are good, but even when you just hear an actor, sometimes you'll think, "Oh, this is also good acting."
Yeah. Tim, what was draft day like? Did you like working on draft day?
Yeah, I had a great time. There was controversy surrounding that film in that some of the moments that were in the preview, in the trailer for the film, did not end up making the final cut. There was one actor. There was one actor in particular that made like a big deal about one of those moments in the trailer that did not end up in the final cut of the film. But other than that experience, I found it top to bottom to be a great experience.
It feels to me though like maybe being in the trailer is actually more of a validation than being in the final cut, because I feel like the numbers don't lie. More people saw that trailer than saw that movie.
That's true, but I mean,
bigger release.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it's a false representation of one's participation in the final. Again, I mean, like, no, I'm not trying to disrespect this person. They made their choices. They're not the ones I would have made.
Right.
But if they were not in the final product, but they pumped themselves up that they were in it, like, you know, like that they were big.
Tim, I don't think that's fair at all. The final product, if you're suggesting that the theatrical release of Draft Day is the final version of that film, I think you need to wait 15, 20, 30, maybe even 40 years before you can definitively say whether a film is done.
Right, man.
I don't think it's fair to hold filmmakers to the standard that everybody likes to release a work print, see what people react to it.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be a special edition of Draft Day in which they can finally show the proper amount of coffee being dropped.
Absolutely. It's a wet print. Reitman's still tinkering on that one.
I do think the trailer is perfect. I think they nailed it. Now, Nicole, you have a show that's called... You have a show that's called That Thing I Said.
Nailed it.
It's nailed it.
Yeah.
On Netflix.
On Netflix? Yes.
Hold on. I have a thing that I can do. Do you want to talk about nailed it? Say things that I'm going to leave for 30 seconds.
Okay.
Please say things about nailed it that you won't have to recap for me. Okay?
Okay.
Is that possible?
Yeah. So yes.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Okay. So if you haven't seen it, Nailed It is a baking competition show where people have to recreate these incredibly outrageous things, and people in these comments are asking if I can bake. I do not bake. Someone asked what fondant is. Fondant is like sugar and other shit, but maybe like, I don't know. It's not good. Fondant is maybe the most disgusting thing you can eat. Oh, it looks pretty, but it's so nasty. The tea on Jacques Torres is he is the nicest man in America. He's so nice. And George is back. And I think he knows everything I said.
Let's
see. Nicole's not going to know what hit her. Somebody wrote that I'm not gonna know is gonna hit. Someone's gonna hit me.
I don't know what George is doing. George, what were you grabbing?
George, what are you doing?
Well, I'll admit that, and I don't know why this is so stupid. I got excited because I remembered something I'd forgotten, and then I realized I'd remembered it wrong. And I don't know why, because I thought, oh, I have the Nailed It ice cream, but I don't. I have the other Netflix. It's still part of the.
So you don't have the one for my show.
I don't.
You had an ice cream?
I don't.
We do. It's called Chip Happens. It's like a little limited edition. Ooh, someone said fun. It is water, sugar, gelatin, vegetable fat, or shortening, and glycerol. It's so nasty. But yeah, we had Chip Happens. It's like potato chips, chocolate covered potato chips, and maybe pretzels and vanilla ice cream. I don't know. Yeah, there it is. A limited box.
Oh, wow. But this one is a fair trade one. And it's peanut butter ice cream with sweet and salty pretzel swirls and fudge brownies.
Isn't there also a Space Force ice cream now?
Space Force? Maybe.
I believe Space Force has an ice cream that is some pun on moon and moo like a cow.
Is it good? You slop that right in your mouth. Is it good? Ooh, you're chomping on it. You chewing your ice cream. Is it good?
Chomp.
You're licking your ice cream.
Well, I have a tiny spoon. This is a tiny spoon.
That's a really tiny spoon, George.
George, lick the spoon like you love the spoon.
It's a tiny little spoon.
Show this spoon some love, George.
With
Is
ice
it a
cream on
rude
it,
thing to
or
ask somebody? So yeah, put some ice cream on it and then really love that spoon.
I'm gonna kiss it. First, I'm gonna kiss it on one side first. Just a gentle kiss. Then I turn it around.
Yeah. Give some loving to that other side, George.
Oh boy, for whatever reason, this is very funny to me.
I'm gonna,
George,
I'm gonna put some ice cream on it.
George, you should tell Nicole what the biographer said about you.
As you're eating the ice cream, tell Nicole what the biographer said about you.
Biographer Brian J. Jones. By the way, go to Hello Hello Books.
Yeah.
And bookshop.org and order the Brian J. Jones biography of George Lucas, which states that my first wife, Marcia Lucas, told people that I was sexually unimaginative. But now look at me with this boom.
That's tough.
Yeah, right? That's a real body blow.
Wow. Thanks, George.
Then I dated Linda Ronstadt.
Good. Hey, Watto. Good one.
Yeah.
That's great.
Thank you.
I want to show you guys, someone sent us fan art for this episode already.
Oh, how nice.
For this episode?
That's funny.
This is from Cheddar Cheese Girl. Yeah. Yeah.
You have a quote. You have a quote. These kinds of things last for thousands of years.
Yeah.
Because this can survive. As long as everyone remembers that quote, an olive is a salty pea with a nut in it. That can last longer than a movie or a piece of recorded music. Like, all you need is for people to pass it down from one generation. Anyone can do that. That's something you can do. People out there who have families and your kids got to be entertained. Get an olive and say, kids, you know what this is? An olive. But you know what Tim Simons from Veep and Hollywood Game Night says it is? A salty pea with a nut in it. And then the kids can celebrate that. They can laugh at it. They can absorb it and take it on as a piece of information that will grow old with.
I don't want to.
What do you want to say?
I don't want to harp on this, but I think like an example of what I'm talking about is the fact that a salty pea with a nut in it is going to be a description of an olive, which in the moment that it was created, they didn't guess the answer. It wasn't right. It wasn't the right thing to say. So if this quote lives on, but the end result was they didn't get it right, that's a bit like having a moment in a trailer that gets cut from the final film.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
You don't think so, Watto?
I don't think so. Because you're saying it's like, whoever this actor was misrepresenting his role in the movie, as if that was the only part he had in the film. In fact, I think it's the opposite. Very often a trailer ruins the best bits of a movie, and maybe in this case, the actor went all the way up to the studio and said, I want the audience to be surprised by my performance. So let's put a loss leader in the trailer. It's just a little amuse-bouche to get them in the theater going, I wonder, the same guy who dropped the coffee, what else would he do? And then they get to discover all these new things.
Yeah, because here's the thing, Tim. Like, it's a wonderful moment. I remember the character you're talking about now. He drops all the coffee cups, and that's funny. You know, it's funny, but
funny.
Frankly,
classic comedy.
That's not what Draft Day is about. That's not what Draft Day is about. Give me full screen for a minute. Draft Day was about moments like this. Give me the full screen.
Yep.
That character who we saw drop the coffee, later on, doesn't he get, like, his laptop is damaged, and he's so sad.
Well, it sounds like a good arc.
Kevin Costner about why would anyone do this to my laptop?
I remember that.
Why would anyone do this to my laptop? It's so poignant. It tears your heart out to see this little nerd with his laptop just ruined, and he's so sad. Am I remembering it right? He ruins his laptop, right?
I believe so. Yes.
Right. That's what happens. To Tim, you were in the movie.
I was.
That's one of the main plot arcs.
That's what happens.
Kevin Costner like damages this kid's laptop, and he's so sad. Why would anyone do this to my laptop? It's a real. It's wow. I don't mind saying I cried watching that.
Guys, I just got a text. This is crazy. I just got a text from Ivan Reitman, the director of Draft Day.
Whoa.
What?
Oh
this is big.
He sent me one of the call sheets from Draft Day.
Call sheets for Draft Day? Who would still hold on to that all these years later?
I should go down. Let me read who's on the call sheet. Let me read the order.
Wow.
Right? I should.
Yes.
If Ivan sent it, I should.
These are some.
Yes. And let's also maybe text it to Bryson so we can put it up on screen. Not that I care.
Sure, I can put it up on screen.
I just feel like, I don't know, if Ivan Reitman went through all the trouble to send this to you, it probably means a lot to him.
Yeah, I can put it up on screen.
Wow, what an interesting call.
Oh.
Look at that. So number one, Kevin Costner. Number two, Jennifer Garner.
Black Panther.
Dennis Leary. Number 4, Ellen Burstyn. Number 5, Frank Langella. Number 6, Griffin Newman. Number 7, Chadwick Boseman. Number 9, Timothy Simons.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, my
got him
first
before the big
impression,
WW.
I gotta say, yeah, right in before Wade Williams.
Right
I
before
gotta say,
WW10.
At the top of my head, I mean, whoever is sandwiched in between Skeletor and Black Panther must have some real value. That's incredible.
Can I tell you a great story about the actor who played Griffin Newman?
Yeah.
He was in Draft Day.
The guy who was ranked above Chadwick Boseman. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was a
Dave
morning.
Sims was a friend of the show. This guy talked about him all the time.
So when there was a morning when we were all in the trailer, like it was a big day. Ellen Burstyn was there, and this actor Griffin Newman, he was telling a story to the woman who was cutting his hair and doing his makeup. And it was pretty early. It was a pretty early call time, and the story had been going on for a while. And it was like, he's a lovely man, and but they had been talking for a while. And then from up in this little elevated makeup area, Ellen Burstyn said, "Griffin," and Griffin said, yes. And she says, "Try silence."
Tim, it's funny. If you look at the live chat right now, like 20 different people anticipated the punchline of that story. It's almost as if the subject of that story shares it too many times in too many public places.
One thing that I think that scene where Griffin Newman drops the coffee cups. I don't want to talk too much more about Griffin Newman. He's not even here. We should get him on the show sometime.
Yeah.
There's no reason. I don't understand fully how TikTok works.
Mm-hmm.
But my guess is that if that footage of the coffee cup was turned into a series of TikToks, if people did them right, they could very quickly become bigger than Draft Day, the movie.
No question. You set it to different music, hashtag Rick the Intern Challenge. It could be huge.
I guess I gotta watch Draft Day. I've never
It's
seen
actually
the trailer.
I'm
It's
so
very-
sorry. I feel really like rude and just like disrespectful and like left out and a stupid loser for not seeing Draft Day.
It's
No,
great.
if-
You know what? You'd enjoy it. It's really fun.
If there are two movies that you in particular would love, Nicole,
Mm-hmm.
Howard the Duck,
All
Crap.
right, I'm gonna do it. That's what I'm gonna watch tonight.
Hey, George, should we
Yeah.
do the thing that we do every episode? I want to show Nicole the toy that I have.
Ew, what kind of toy?
I feel it's not weird. It's not
I
weird.
genuinely don't remember what this is.
What's
You're
the
going
toy
to
that we do every episode?
We finally got it back from the UCB, George. Hungry Hero.
Oh,
Jar
yes,
Jar.
yes. Oh my God, you're
Jar!
Nicole.
And he's got that wildly
Truly
long,
the great
like
toy.
bubblicious bubblegum tongue.
Yeah.
Well, get ready.
Okay.
Yes.
Who wants to set it up, George?
You have a
want to
choice,
set it up?
Nicole. You have a choice, Nicole.
Okay.
You can either have Patrick squeeze his hand and he
Mhm.
says a variety of different phrases at random. You'll get one phrase.
Okay.
Let me read the
Patrick,
phrases.
do you want to read?
The phrases, there's 8 phrases. There's icky, icky goo. There's how wooed. There's Misa called Jar Jar Binks. There's Yusa Jedi are Kawazy. There's Maxi Big DeForce. There's We Dude It. There's Yahoo. There's Ooey
Okay.
Mooey Mooey I Love Yous.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yes.
Or
And normally we make people choose between these things, but I'm not going to make Nicole choose tonight. If you squeeze his hand, you get the phrases. If you squeeze his belly, you get the tongue.
I want the
And-
belly.
Yes, but I'm going to give you both because
Oh,
we're going to get a phrase,
okay.
and then we're going to see that tongue unfurl.
Here we go. Let's all be quiet and we'll
All
see
right.
if we can
Ready?
Here we go. You guys hear that?
Yes.
That's great. I love that.
All right. Now here's the belly.
Watch this.
Oh,
Listen to the
Lord.
Here we go. Here's the noise.
Oh, I really love it.
Oh, it's so nice. Honestly, Nicole, I'm looking right now to see if any more of these exist anywhere.
I want one.
You really, because I really like. I've never seen a Star Wars toy that I felt more strongly that you needed to own it.
What do I look up? Like Jar Jar plush toy with a big old tongue?
I think it's called Hungry Hero Jar Jar.
Hungry
Really?
Hero Jar Jar.
Yeah.
Got
Okay.
a heroic appetite.
Do we
I'm
ever
sure-
see Jar Jar eat that much?
I don't know. But
Mm,
Nicole,
Or
Nicole, you had Jar Jar on Newcomers. You had on
we
my back.
did.
Yeah, the
We
real
did.
thing.
And he was full of stories. He was really
Yeah.
incredible.
He's
Also,
literally the best.
yes, he's great. And also, Jar Jar is the first CGI character in the history of film, and people shit on him. And I'm like, you guys are you ungrateful idiots. Like,
Yeah.
don't shit on the first. It's history that you're shitting on.
Yeah.
Don't shit on history.
I can't find this hungry Jar Jar.
I'm trying to find one. I'll find one and I'll
Nicole,
we'll
we
find
will
it.
not stop. We will not stop until you have one of these, Nicole,
Yes.
because this should be in your house.
It's great. I could put it right
It
next
should
to
be
Baby
the only-
Yoda.
it should honestly, yes, he and Baby Yoda would be such good friends. Can you imagine how much fun a show would be with Jar Jar and Baby Yoda?
Oh,
I
And
think
they
it
just have
would
adventure.
be incredible. Wait, how do you spell tongue? Tongue.
TONGUE, I think.
It's misleading.
I agree. Let's talk about it here. This is great. This is good.
I mean, the way it's spelled, tongue.
Tongue.
I feel like it should be TU. Tongue.
TUNG feels like that should be the spelling. If we were starting from scratch now, we said the words tongue.
Mhm.
No, one would say it should be TONGUE. That you would kick that person out of the meeting. You'd be like, Derek, get out of here. You're pretentious. Tim, you have no opinion on this, the spelling of tongue?
I haven't been listening. Somebody said my keyboard sucks, and I'm asking, and I'm like,
You're
Why is
ordering a
this-
new keyboard?
no, I'm not ordering a new keyboard. I'm going to stay the course. I don't know why I have to change because somebody in
Let's
the
see it.
comments
Show your
brought it
keyboard.
up.
Show your keyboard. Let's show it off. Be proud of your
Oh, no,
keyboard.
it's just part of my
Let's see it.
laptop. I think it's because it's loud. So like, hold
Bring
on.
the screen down a little bit.
yeah, tilt it
I
down so
think,
we
yeah,
get
bring the
the
screen down.
tilt it down so we can see the keyboard.
Whoa!
Well, no, that's not even it. That's not even the one that I'm using.
Which one are you using?
Wait, you have a
I'm
second
like the
secret
one.
keyboard?
I'm using like the one on my laptop.
HBO really pays well to have 2 keyboards.
I got a little trackpad. I got a little trackpad. You know why? Hey, give me the whole screen for a second. You know why?
Okay, here we go.
Here's the answer. Because of money. That's why. That's all that matters. It's money. That's
Honestly,
the
and they
answer.
don't like-
Hold on.
Money.
There it is.
Let's just I'll be quiet for a second. Tim, I want you to type, and we'll just get a clean audio of the typing, okay? Type whatever you want.
All right. There you go. How's that?
All right. I want people out there to take that audio and set it to some of the great tap dancers of all time. I want Debbie Glover. I want Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. Let's see some video with the amazing fancy footwork of Tim Simons on the keyboard.
Or
when you see the gracefulness, or
you could pull the video of Tim typing and then put in subtitles below what you think he's typing.
These are all great.
I feel like that second one is going to get me in a lot of trouble that I don't want to be in.
Keep it nice. Keep it.
So,
he's only typing nice stuff.
Oh yeah. Everybody who made fun of me and my keyboard, please keep it nice. Yeah, let's go ahead and ask the audience to keep it nice.
I didn't make fun of your keyboard. I think your keyboard sounds amazing, Tim.
Okay, thank you.
Nicole, do you have a keyboard, Nicole?
I do. Can you? I guess.
Here we go.
No, you can't really see it. You can't really see it because when it closes, you just see the trackpad. But it's just, I'm a poor person who doesn't get paid well, so I don't have that HBO money.
Wait, but you got that Netflix unscripted and Hollywood game night money.
Hell yeah, I do. Yeah, buy my book, please, so I can get a second keyboard.
Now, Nicole, I want to ask you. I've seen you do stunts, practical. They look like practical stunts to me on Nailed It.
Oh yeah.
Did you really fall off that counter, or did they Foley in that sound? Did you do a full fall off the top of that counter?
Yeah, they. So the whole season, I kept saying, "Please let me roll off the table," and I think they thought I was kidding until we got down to the last 2 episodes, and I was like, "So when am I gonna roll off this table?" And they were like, "Oh shit, I guess tomorrow." So then they brought in a big crash pad. And then there was a stunt person there. And then Wes was like, okay, Nicole, here's a safe way to roll off. And I was like, screw you, Wes. I know how to roll off a table. And he's the AD. So it is his job to do a safety thing before you do anything that could be dangerous. But so then he was like, I have to do this. And I was like, I know. So then I let him talk. And then, they let me roll off. And it was very fun.
Wow. Did you practice the roll off before you did it?
Nah, we just did it. We just went for it. I think I did it twice. And then this season I've asked to come out of the ceiling, and I don't know if that's gonna happen when we go back. I don't know if they're gonna let me come out of the ceiling, like Mission Impossible, where you drop in.
Absolutely. We should make it happen. People should demand that it happen. Nicole must come out of the ceiling.
I think it'd be very funny.
I think it'd be great. I like that you have so much ambition to make to add in these stunts, because it's not a show that in the format automatically would say there should be stunts. I could imagine it does. It makes it more exciting to do that, to add an element of adventure to a craft failure show.
Nicole,
Yes, Watto?
No, I was going to say I would be remiss if I didn't ask. People in the comments in the live chat keep on bringing up, they want you to tell us about your stained glass window behind you.
Oh.
Right over there. You have this sort of, it looks like a stained glass window from here.
Yeah, so I have, it's just a stained glass window with tile around it. And then there's my life-size cutout of myself. There's me. But yeah, it's just so I live in it's like a Spanish style house. So I have stained glass windows in this room and then in my living room.
You have a stained glass window with tile around it, and you claim to not have second keyboard money. That is insulting to me and to everyone in this very mean live chat.
Very mean. Brutal. People, Tim, are asking your keyboard to try silence.
Well, I'll say this: I didn't put the stained glass in. The owners who lived before me, who lived here before me, did. It was 4 gay men, and they were very fun. They left all sorts of treats in the house, like a whip, a bowl of condoms that we. Wow. My roommate John Milheiser just found a bowl of condoms in his bedroom that he hadn't found earlier, and then. When we first moved in, I found this whip in my bedroom, and I was like, I think I'm going to keep it. So it's in my laundry hamper.
It has been, I also, in my experience, Nicole, have found that people who work with stained glass, who install stained glass windows, are notoriously sexual.
Oh.
The stained glass window at Skywalker Ranch, which is still there, was put in the early to mid 1980s.
Oh, wow. George, this is opulent.
Yep, I like books. And
just
the man
library?
Yes.
Just the library. Yep, that's my library. And,
library.
That's right. It's my library. And
library.
Library. And
library.
And the man who put that in cuckolded me. He slept with my wife. My wife left me for the man who put the. That's true. That's we go to hello.
Sorry.
Go to hello books and order the biography by Brian J. Jones, and you can hear the whole story of the man who put in the stained glass, which is still there. It's still there. I'm a billionaire. I could have replaced it. I kept it. That's fascinating.
George's wife fully left him for the stained glass artist, and he
really?
Yes,
that's true.
By leaving it in.
You still live in the house where? Wow, George.
It's not. You got to separate the art from the artist.
Sure, I mean you did a great job.
Is leaving the stained glass in a bit like cucking yourself?
That's a good question.
You know what the answer is? Give me the whole screen. Give me the whole screen. You know what the answer is?
Here we go.
Money. It's money. Where is it? Hold on. You know what it is. It's money.
That's right. That's right.
I can't believe everybody has money.
I haven't used it in 4 months. It's been sitting in my wallet since February.
Oh.
Do you remember?
If you want to know where my money is, money is, go to edutopia.com or org. Is it com or org? I don't even know.
I don't know.
Bring up the website. Bring up Edutopia.
I love
Patrick,
everybody
bring up
here.
Edutopia.
I love everybody. I love everybody in the comments. I love everybody
Oh no.
here.
Tim's gonna. Oh no! This is Tim's making an exit. He's trying to get out of the show.
I gotta make an exit, guys. I got the kids. We gotta put some dinner on the table.
What's for dinner?
In the book.
What's for dinner? We might read them a little book a little bit later on. We're watching old Survivor seasons as a family. Maybe we'll watch a movie tonight. I don't know, but I gotta go deal with that.
What's for dinner?
Tim, what's for dinner?
Tim,
what's for dinner?
They're getting. I think they're going to be getting Impossible tacos. Maybe that might also be our dinner. That might also be a homemade chicken finger or like a homemade breaded chicken.
Wait, so chicken and Impossible meat?
I can't remember. That's just what I saw in the fridge, so I'm not sure which one I was there.
So, you're half a vegetarian?
Oh no, neither one of us is a vegetarian. We just like the Impossible Burger stuff. It just tastes good.
It does taste really good if you season it well.
Yeah, it's really good. So anyway, guys, I gotta go. I'm gonna be very honest.
Wait a second.
Tim,
There's one question people have been asking since the very beginning. I feel like
Okay.
you need to address before you leave. I don't want to disrupt what you were about to say, but I would be
Okay.
remiss if I let you go without acknowledging this.
Okay.
Can you please weigh in on the seeming rack of identical clothing items over your shoulder? People need an explanation.
This is the thing, guys. When you're on a television show, and honestly, had this stream happened yesterday, you would not see those. But when you're on a television show that gets nominated for awards sometimes, or there are premieres, and I'm not saying this is, I'm just stating as fact. Like when I state a fact, like the coffee drop in the trailer was not in the final edit of the film, that's a fact. And so there was a fact that the show did well. It was received well. And so those are all suit and tuxedo bags. And over the past 7 years of a collection of suits and tuxedos.
And you only bring those out on Sundays. You put them away, and then on Sundays you bring out your
they were in a part of the house that they were just in the way. For like 2 or 3 years, they've been in the way. And so yesterday, like while we've been in quarantine or whatever, we've been doing all the stuff that we've been putting off. And so one of them was, well, I'm just going to put these somewhere where they're not in the way. But now I'm just telling a story, fully bragging about the fact that I own 4 tuxedos, 2 dinner jackets, and like 9 suits.
Wow.
So
not even a humble bit.
Yeah, no, not even.
You know, Tim, I'm a storyteller by trade, and that's quite a yarn you've just woven for us.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry you have to go, but we're going to keep telling the story of those suit bags long after you're gone.
I can't wait to hear it.
Grow into a legend.
Yes.
This has been an absolute joy. I'm so happy to see you, Nicole. We keep bumping into one
Tim,
another.
it's so nice to see you. I think you're so funny. I'm going to butcher this quote from Veep, but it's like, God, I think he said, I've been eating so much pussy, I'm shitting pussy. Oh, dang, I'm fucking it up. But it made me laugh. Yes, I'm shitting clits. It is one of my favorite things. It made me laugh so hard, and the way you delivered it was truly a treat. I think I said this the last time I saw you. But yeah, Tim, I think you're so funny. Just a real delight.
Oh, you too. Guys, this has been so great.
Thank you. Hollywood Game Night on Peacock. Hollywood Game Night on Peacock.
Everybody watch Hollywood Game Night on Peacock.
Yes, please watch it so you get residues.
Try not to drown in your ocean of tuxedos, Tim.
All right.
Oh, boy.
Now, Nicole, what we've noticed, this is the second week of doing the show in this format. And what we've noticed is so far the format of our show is that we have 2 guests on, and one of them at a certain point will leave the way someone will leave a party, and they'll kind of be like, well, I've got to go. And then the next person, you're now in this moment, and I don't pretend to know what's going on in your mind, where you're thinking, part of you might be thinking, well, shit. Tim got out. How long am I stuck here? Now,
well, how
maybe
long
I
does
misread.
the show go?
I mean, that's most of last week was us fighting about that very point.
It's a contentious question.
Last week we went 4 hours.
4 hours?
Not all with guests, but the guests
not
were
all with guests.
90
left at a normal time.
Yeah.
I maintain that our short episodes, I think it's funny if our short episodes are at least 1 minute longer than The Irishman. I think as a format, that's a very funny.
Irishman?
I think it's 3.5 hours.
3 hours and 40.
3 hours and 29 minutes. And everyone says, oh, that movie's so long. I think it's funny if our short episodes are just a little
email I got said an hour, and we've blown past an hour.
But I'm saying you're good to go whenever.
You go whenever.
Well,
See,
how
Nicole,
yeah.
But you can also stay as long as you want. We don't want to feel like we're rushing you out anywhere.
Wait, you did a 12.5 hour one 2 weeks ago? That
was for charity.
30-hour one.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it did.
That was for charity. Also, honestly, if you were going to go into the other room and you wanted to leave the cardboard cutout and put it up near the mic, that would also be perfectly acceptable as a special effect.
Nicole, people are asking you to read your entire book on the live stream. I don't think.
that's free. That you can. Is there an audiobook
There's no audio book because there's a lot of pictures. So like it's like a coffee table book with a lot of pictures. But honestly,
do you want to do a reading?
You could
I
talk.
could literally read this book and it wouldn't be 3 hours long.
No.
But if you describe the pictures,
oh yeah, that might be. That might be a little intense.
That could be anything from here's a picture of me in a swimsuit to it's afternoon in Southern California. I'm standing on a sidewalk in front of, you know.
Okay, I'll read. This is so this is a series of pictures. This says hashtag erotic, hashtag sensual, and then there's a third picture here where I'm on a donut blanket, and it says very fat, very brave. It's incredibly hashtag brave to bring what turns me on to the beach. Most people wouldn't dare bring erotica to a public place. Not me. I want all the beach people to watch me roll around on a donut towel to climax of anticipation of eating an actual donut. The book makes me laugh. So here's this fun picture. And the caption says,
where's that location at?
This is on La Brea, I think in Santa Monica. I think. Yeah, it's La Brea. It's a little bit past, I think it's on La Brea, a little bit past Santa Monica going north. So the caption.
George, make some beach noises while Nicole reads the caption.
Yeah. Okay, this one says, bravery is staring down at all the ants on the sidewalk that quake with fear, anticipating your next movement.
Everybody gone surfing, surfing USA.
And if you don't like fat people...
Oh, she froze. Oh no.
Camera.
Okay.
Okay. Am I back? Okay. So if you don't like fat people, there's thin people for you. That's a break from the bravery. Yeah, so it's very silly. And
those ladies look like the droids, the droid what do you call them in Phantom Menace? The Roger guys. Why am I blanking?
Battle droids.
Yeah, they look like battle droids. They're too skinny.
Okay.
Remember the battle droids?
No.
They're the ones who they all fight. They look kind of like birds, and they say Roger.
Roger.
In Phantom Menace,
I don't remember. No.
There's the big army, and they're fighting with the Gungans on Naboo, and they all
fight Jar Jar.
They all die at once because they're all like a hive mind.
Wait, where's Naboo? Naboo. That's where Natalie Portman's from, right?
Yeah, and Jar Jar. Yeah, that looks like those women in that photo.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Thin women look like them.
Yeah.
Gross and evil.
No interest.
Violent.
This person said they don't care for people with one keyboard. That bit was so long ago. Why are they insulting me now?
Well,
George, you should tell Nicole about your museum.
I have.
Where's your museum?
Oh, you're gonna have to go. It's in Los Angeles, and it's gonna open up in like a year or two, hopefully. It's called the Museum of Narrative Art, and it's all about art that tells stories.
Okay.
And the museum itself, if we can get a picture of what the museum is gonna look like, it looks like a big spaceship. And the area now where they're building it, like there's a Blimpies, I think, near there, and a subway.
It's near
like
USC,
that.
Nicole.
Yeah.
What? It's near USC?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's gonna have all kinds of. I'm gonna have Peanuts comics and Buck Rogers stuff and drawings of Jar Jar's hometown. All kinds of things. Look at that.
Oh.
That looks like a big spaceship right in Los Angeles, right?
Yeah.
Huh. It looks like a weird shoe.
Yeah, like a weird, like a space shoe.
Like a Yeezy shoe.
And
like a weird, nasty little shoe.
Yeah, like a weird, nasty little Yeezy shoe. Yeah.
But George,
but that would be a fun trip once things open up again. Yeah, what about it, Patrick?
tell her what's going to be in there. Tell her what you're most excited about. What your big
Yeah, tell me.
because we can show her some stuff.
Norman Rockwell.
Yeah.
Norman Rockwell paintings. You like Norman Rockwell paintings?
I do. I
all
love
these, like
painting.
Saturday Evening Post. Yeah.
Oh, that's
all
nice.
those like Saturday Evening Post covers where there'd be like, it's a little boy, but his dog ate his ice cream cone. Like here's one where it's like the toy maker, and he's like, look at these toys, you kids.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, he's scary. Wait, let me see the old
There's all
that old
kinds
man
of stuff.
again. Let me see the old man again.
The old man? Hold on.
Yeah, he was scary.
Okay, you. Yeah, he's a. What do they call that now? Like a silver daddy. What do they call those?
Silver fox?
No, he's a
Silver fox.
scary
That's
daddy.
Silver fox.
He's a
No, he's
scary
a
daddy.
scary daddy. I don't like him.
Wow.
Scary daddy. Who do you like? This guy? What about this old guy? It's like.
Yeah,
Well, how about
I'd get with that daddy.
Here's two Norman Rockwell things that I think you might get excited about, because they're the ones that I think are going to be, they're turning into little minor celebrities.
Mhm.
Butter Boy and Butter Girl. And these
Who
are
are
on
these?
plates. These are Norman Rockwell.
Ugh.
Look at Butter Boy. Butter
I don't
Boy, he's
like
got
him.
bread and he's wearing a little suit.
He's
And you
sick.
don't know if he. And the thing is, you
She's
don't.
sick
the thing-
too.
And there's
They'll
Butter
cut
Girl.
you up at night.
Yeah, and they both
I
got
don't like
little
them.
devilish expressions on their faces. And the thing is,
Mm-mm.
look at them. You
Mm-mm.
don't know if those are
Mm-mm.
children or
Mm-mm.
middle-aged people. Like, you
Mm-mm.
really don't know if
Mm-mm.
Butterboy might be 50.
Butterboy.
And-
Imagine those were your kids and you woke up in the middle of the night and one of them was like, Mumsy, I'm hungry for butter. I'd be so upset.
I would never
Butterboy
buy
looks
kids
like
who look
bread.
like that, ever.
No. Butterboy looks a little like a Kennedy.
I don't really know what the Kennedys look like.
Okay.
Well, that.
He looks a little like
And we hope that people will start doing fan art of Butterboy and Buttergirl.
I
having
hope not.
adventures, you know?
Ugh.
Like look at Buttergirl. She's just got a plate with just half a stick of butter.
I don't like
Is that
them.
one piece of bread or is it like a block of bread?
I think it's a block
I
of
would-
bread.
Oh my god!
I'd say no, thank you. That white kid is not for me.
And look at Buttergirl's long adult fingers. Look at those fingers again.
For whatever reason, Butter Girl sounds like a hate crime. It's just like a meat, like you fucking Butter Girl. It's like, oh, yeah, I don't like it.
And
Yeah.
someone in the
Butterboy-
live chat said Butterboy sounds like an alt-right YouTube channel.
Yeah, like Butterboy sounds like he's one of the Boogaloo Boys. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not good news. But let's have the story. Let's do a positive thing. Let's have the story of Butterboy and Buttergirl lean away from that, and let's have them be inspirational. I want to see the adventures of Butterboy and Buttergirl. They can still be terrifying, but let's lean away from the current nightmare that we live in 2020 America. Now, Nicole, you were on our stage show so many years ago, and you hadn't seen any Star Wars at all.
Hadn't seen not one.
And then you experienced it in such a rush, such a short span of time. You experienced 40 years of Star Wars in a matter of months, which I imagine at times must have felt just overwhelming because so much of it is familiar, and yet that's me with that spoon.
That's Sarah underscore.
I like it.
Yeah, Sarah underscore. Club. That's a good one.
I like it a lot.
My little spoon.
That teeny tiny little spoon. Why do you have such tiny spoons? Do you have a small mouth?
A tiny little spoon.
No, it's an optical illusion because the beard is so big.
The beard is making the mouth look small. I guess I do have a small mouth.
Maybe.
Yeah, I have a small spoon to make my tiny mouth look big. I say to my spoon vendor, give me the smallest spoon you have. I want my mouth to look enormous. And I can make that happen. My hope is that you will watch. I do think that Howard the Duck is one of the must-watch films on you. I wouldn't dream of asking you to watch another Star Wars thing. You've already done enough for
and
Star
I
Wars.
won't
But Howard the
ever.
Duck, because it's such a deeply sexual film.
What the fuck? I just looked up Howard the Duck. This is nuts.
I don't want to put this on.
Right.
I don't want to put this on you. but some week you should come back and watch Howard the Duck with us.
Oh wow, this is wild. Why the
nice
fuck does
speed
this
round.
duck look like this?
And I speed round some facts about Howard the Duck for you, Nicole.
Yeah.
First of all, it's the first Marvel movie, period.
What?
Yes. Secondly, the reason he looks like that is because he's not a duck. He's an alien who happens to look like a cartoon duck. He never wears pants. He likes fucking human women. Also, he's a rock star.
Also, hang on. I'm going to put this on. I'm just going to say, if you have any little children in the room, take them out.
He's got titties.
Not well. That's someone else.
Oh right, that's yes. But
Howard.
Wait, what is she rubbing?
I would ask you the same question.
I should not need to answer that question. What did you do? She's in the bathtub.
What did you do?
Howard the Duck
I hate
is easily much. No, you hate it now, but I think you'll grow. I think you might grow to love it.
You'll grow to love it.
I just I think of myself as a pretty openly sexual person, but there was a duck rubbing a red thing in the bathtub with titties, and it was really upsetting.
There is a moment in the film.
Yeah.
There's a moment in the film, Nicole, where
Howard the Duck. That was horrific.
There's a moment in the film, not to spoil too much of it, where Howard the Duck is in, I believe, the unemployment office, and there's a woman telling him about how he's going to have to get a job, and she turns around, and as she bends over on her desk to get something, Howard the Duck bites at her, at her rear end. He doesn't bite it. He more makes a gesture as if oh, if only I could bite this woman's rear end.
Now, Nicole, I don't want to
freak you out too much. No plot function.
Did you see Avengers Endgame?
No.
Okay,
I've only seen Ant-Man 1, Ant-Man 2, Black Panther.
Okay.
I think that might be it.
Well, you see this picture? This is from Avengers Endgame, Nicole.
And that's Howard the Duck?
Little Howard.
Well, honestly, I prefer this Howard to the horrific monstrosity that I just saw.
Well, because you know how when my buddy Steve made Jurassic Park, part of the reason that those dinosaurs look so convincing is that sometimes they were CGI, sometimes they were physical models, sometimes they were small models. In Howard the Duck, sometimes it was a child running around in the costume. Sometimes it was an adult, a small adult. And it would, if you watch the film with this in mind, there are scenes where his demeanor seems much more like a child who's been set loose in a duck outfit, and other times where it's very much like a full professional man who's having to dress up like a tiny duck.
But George, that's fucked up. Did you obviously you used a child for non-nasty scenes, right?
I can't speak to 100% of the time. There were probably moments where maybe it was. I don't know. It was a long time. It was the 80s. Things were.
He's turning bright red.
Oh boy, George.
You also just produced it, George. You weren't there every day. You were not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
I wasn't around every day.
Yeah.
All right. Fine.
Oh boy.
Nicole.
Where the fuck is my pizza? I ordered pizza. Oh shit! 4 minutes. You only have 4 minutes left with me.
Will we get to see the pizza, Nicole? Will we get to see the pizza? Can we see the pizza when it arrives?
Oh yeah, sure.
That would be so exciting.
We bought more time. We did.
Okay, can we ask where you got the pizza from?
Is this a place that you normally frequent? Is it a favorite place? You don't have to identify if you don't want to. You can speak as generally as you would.
So it's my favorite pizza place of recent in LA, but I think it's a front. So, okay. So if you Google map it, you don't see anything. It doesn't show you the actual place. And if you Google the location of it, it tells you it's something else. So today...
This Pasquale's?
No, it's called Gio's Pizza, but sometimes it's called Gabriella's Pizza. So Then we drove past it today, and there's no signage other than pizza, and then the windows are like blacked out. It's so fucking weird, but I love this pizza.
I think it's a ghost kitchen. This is this thing where people start up kitchens only for delivery.
Yeah, I think it's a ghost kitchen.
Yeah, because I also Googled Gio's Pizza Los Angeles and it says permanently closed.
Yeah, but I'm getting pizza from there, so it's not closed.
Now, Nicole, do you know what Pasquale's Pizza is? Because it came up and Watto ordered it a couple of weeks ago live. Do you know about this?
No, what is Pasquale's Pizza?
I think you would find this funny. So,
oh wait, is this Chuck E. Cheese's pizza?
Yes. Yes.
Is it good?
It's no, but it's very cheap.
I think it's worth saying. I think it's worth saying that when Watto ordered it, Watto had been given $1,000 to throw his lunch out the window.
$1,000 had been pledged for charity.
Oh, okay.
I did not make that money. Yeah. I had a meal.
And he
I
was so hungry.
I was very hungry.
He was so hungry. And so hours later, he, in a starved fashion, began eating this pizza, which they delivered wrong. It was Pasquale's. He asked for pepperoni. He got plain cheese.
Okay.
As you were eating it, Watto, you said some words to the effect of, "This is the best meal I've ever had."
Yes.
Minutes later, I think it's fair to say that you felt horrible.
Correct on both fronts. Yeah.
Oh no! Did it blast right up out of you?
No, it stayed in me for too long.
Oh no!
I was trying to evict it. And it was going, "We have squatters' rights," and I said, "No, get out of here!"
Oh no!
Oh, I wish I'd put a scene like that in the prequels.
But I think it's funny that like the pandemic hits. I don't think that's funny, but I think it's funny that as a result of the pandemic, Chuck E. Cheese lost all business because their whole thing is no one goes for the pizza; they go for the game.
Yes, they're going for that rat.
Right, they love their rat. So now they're like, how do we make our pizza more appetizing on Seamless and Grubhub? So they called it Pasquale's Pizza, which is the name of the stereotypical Italian robot who played the stand. And now there's a new logo, and they act like it's a new artisanal pizza place.
That's very funny.
We must be coming up on the 4-minute mark for this Gio's pizza.
So the person is now turning around.
Watching them turn around. They're lost.
Yeah. So let's see. Well, yeah, I don't want to show it to you because it'll show you my address. No. And I don't need nobody coming to see me unannounced. That's not nice. I'd be so sad.
Has that ever happened?
No, and I really hope it doesn't.
Yeah, don't do that.
Well, okay. Once they were neighborhood kids, though, so they were like on my front steps, and they were like, nobody rang the doorbell, like my little ring bell, but they were like talking to each other, and I like leaned out the window. I was like, "Hey, get out of here! Hey!" Like James Earl Jones in The Sandlot. And then I think I scared them, and then they ended up leaving. But they were looking for their drone, which is like insane that like kids have drones. Okay, I'm gonna go get my pizza, and I'll show it to you.
Will you do me a favor? Will you, because you just mentioned your little ring bell. When you get the pizza, can you ring your own bell so we hear it?
Yes, I wonder if you will hear it. It's literally a scream. It's a woman's scream. Okay.
We'll find out. Wonderful. That's more than we could have expected.
Okay, hold on.
My little ring bell. Oh, it's a woman's scream.
Okay. Point the mic down.
I just looked it up.
Honestly, that's honestly something that if a man had said it, you would be like, what?
Yeah. No, in fact, I feel like you shouldn't even repeat it. Do you know what Pasquale's last name is? Because Watto just looked it up.
No.
Pasquale of Pasquale's Pizza and Chuck E. Cheese's Showtime band. His name is Pasquale P. Pie Plate. Pasquale P. Pie Plate.
Do you hear the screaming?
I heard the scream. It sounded like it was for Pasquale.
Okay, when she comes back, what should we do? Should we go? We heard it. We heard it. We heard it. Let's do that.
Yeah.
You ready?
Let's play the Vlad. Let's play the Vlad music.
Let's play the Vlad music. Let's get some Vlad.
Bring up some Vlad
dancing.
You're not allowed to get pizza? I'm sorry. Could you hear the scream? Oh. Come here.
Whoa! That was our We Heard It dance.
We heard the bell.
My roommate keeps asking me to change it because it's scary, but I like it. So here's the pizza. It's a happy face.
This is Watchmen pizza. It's like Watchmen.
And
Here we go. How's it look?
There's
What?
the pizza. Yeah.
We love it.
Wow.
Okay,
well,
I'm gonna go eat it.
Yeah.
We thank you so much. We want to let's plug the book again. Let's promote the book again.
Yes.
Plug
And
that book.
everybody in the chat. Everybody in the chat, go to Hello Books at bookstore. Is it bookshop.org or bookstore.org?
Let's do hellobooks.com.
Hellobooks.com. That's great. It's very funny. It's very inspirational.
Thank you.
Very funny.
There's no audiobook, but you can make your own audiobook with it just by speaking aloud descriptions of the photographs, which you could do that. You could entertain yourself. People are looking for entertainment in the pandemic.
Yes,
you know?
and this is very entertaining. Here's a question. Is the scream, was it scary? Because it scares my roommate sometimes in the morning. And
it's terrifying. What I said as you left was, if we reversed it, if Tim Simons had said, "Oh, my little ring bell makes a noise and it's a woman's scream," I think Tim would be canceled immediately. I think we would say, he's, you know what I mean? I think you are able to. It's empowering. It's empowering. There's certain comedy that's empowering to certain people and also disqualifying to others. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if a man is like, my little ring bell is a woman's scream, you're like, never go near this person.
Yeah.
But you make it charming. You make it charming.
My older neighbor once rang the doorbell, so it was a scream, and then you can look at the video, and the video was her in this nightgown with her hair long and flowing, and it truly was out of a horror movie. And she was like, "Milk? Can I have milk?" And she kept getting like closer, and it was very scary.
Wow.
But you know, gotta keep it fun.
Could
Okay,
we have
bye.
Bye, Nicole. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, everyone. Everyone was so nice. They said nice things to
everyone.
me. Bye.
And she nailed it, huh?
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
She nailed it.
She nailed it.